Hi guys, I'm Kormiyaki Lamarr. I'm a batch of 2017 from Pathways. My inspiration mainly came a lot from nature, and I was always, because I'm actually from Shillong, Meghalaya, and we're surrounded with a lot of nature. So being around so much nature, I was always very inspired by it and capturing nature and the different seasons of the year. So I just started that way, just with nature, and then I found out that I'm more passionate about taking pictures about, apart from nature, of people as well. And then once I started, like since I was 11, I just never stopped, and luckily I was fortunate enough to have my family who also supported on what I do. So they kept pushing me, and then also school kept pushing me, and then the rest is history. Yeah. Recently, we just did a shoot for Vogue Turkey with Barbara Palvin, and it was this bazaar that my life has come to a full circle where I actually ended up shooting her and being part of the crew and creating a beautiful fashion film for Vogue, and we did it for Bulgari. So it was a collaboration between Vogue Bulgari and an Atmosphere. Like a tour, covering a tour for an artist, like the LA, he was doing a tour, his name is Diljit Dosanjh. I'm sure most of you have heard of him. So he was doing a whole US tour. So we covered the whole California aspect of it when he was touring out here. So we were covering the whole event of it. It was amazing because it was nice to see like 4,000-5,000 Indians all together. Felt like home. Well, I have obviously a bunch of photographers and a bunch of artists who I keep getting inspiration from, but my main source of inspiration comes from my family, and especially my granddad, because he was always a person who would look out for more in his family is the wellness of others and people who need help, and who's always willing to reach out and help others than himself, and just being selfless, I would say. So that is something which I'm always inspired by. Always overwhelmed and flattered by media and press, but then I take it as a motivational factor of just making me want to grow further and just keep inspiring others so that I can just keep growing. And media obviously helps get a wider audience, so that way at least I get a bigger market for the company as well, because media always helps that way of just introducing me to newer people, making new connections and new establishments that way. So I'm always flattered by media, but then it's not something I look too much into. I'm more focused on too much my work than focusing on what's published about me. I really enjoyed my time the most in the art room, because that was just like, especially when I was in the IB, because there's always so much happening where there's so much pressure from school of just getting on so much of your assignments, your IAs and your extended essays, and there's always so much happening. But my escape is always my art room. Why? Because that's one place where I'm just so calm, and I'm just like, I can do what I love. So then it's always like my happy spot. From the Sen department to the art department really helped build me as an artist, because they gave me so much knowledge, and they really helped, let's say, motivate me and push me to a limit where I didn't know I could reach. And the study department, the other time, on the other hand, they helped me build me as a person. I would say they really build my confidence and build a character in me that to believe in myself. And they always motivated me towards my art because they knew that, like, that's where my passion was. So they would always push me to doing better in terms of my academics or even my art especially. So being in boarding definitely helped me. Why? Because boarding school really disciplines a person, and I feel you can't really be a good artist if you don't have discipline in your life, because they kind of, I feel, fall hand in hand. So once I learned more about being disciplined in life, it kind of helped me being disciplined in the art world. So boarding school obviously helped me that way, and then just being in school for like 10 years, and especially in boarding school, I would just have so much of time on campus to maneuver around, and school always gave me the liberty to shoot wherever I wanted. I would just say that stay true to your art and keep practicing it, because that's the only way you'll grow, and keep networking, keep growing, finding ways of how you can grow as an artist, either with connecting with others or getting your work out there. It's very important that as an artist, you keep creating, and apart from creating, you share that work just so that other people notice your work and then they see you for who you are, and you're not just like a Picasso who's not discovered.